Go.
Peter V. Dugan was born and raised on Long Island, New York. He is a graduate of the New School in New York City and has had 4 collections of his poetry published: Medusa's Overbite, Members Only, A Cul-de-sac Off Main Street, and Eulogies for Dreams. He has been the featured poet at many New York City and Long Island venues and hosts readings at the Oceanside Library on Long Island. It is my pleasure to give you Peter V. Dugan.
Thank you, Vicki. Hello, Indianapolis. My name's Peter V. Dugan, and I'm here on Long Island speaking to you from Sip This Cafe in Valley Stream, which gives artists a place to hang their works, musicians and singers a place to perform, writers to sell their books, and poets to spread the word. They also have great coffee and delicious desserts. I'd like to thank all those involved with Chatterhouse Press, and most of all Penny, for putting this all together and for including me and the 40 other great poets from across the country and coming up with the Reckless Writing Anthology. Ghosts and echoes. Heirs of Abel, descendants of Cain, flag-draped coffins, honored, guarded, and revered, shock and awe, pomp and circumstance, for God and country, life and liberty, truth and justice, cause and effect, us and them, from dawn to dusk, time leaves only ashes in our mouths. Oasis of Chaos Theory. Innocent satanic goat heads adorn art class avatars, street level Cossacks and Dolly wannabes, as the silver bullet trio of snobs play clarinet, tangy steel piano, and out of tune cello. Anemone gladiators spew verse, recite odes of gunport malaprops, while the sharp-edged co-anchor co-authors unveil a wired anthem of misnomer ear candy epaulets filled with alien slang sarcasm to garner old flame Elysium stand-ins and amuse runner-up Vestal virgins. Shed rabbit tears as a village voice cries in the wilderness, tied to a Gothic chain-link fence. Enforcement of a weedy leash law enacted by red-faced, rat-raced atonal icemen who inflict seedy, red-hot exclamations to provoke a barroom brawl. Whiteness wastes away as they drink low-end olive oil, a spot of tea, and manta ray ale. My next piece, Burnt Offerings. Do you want to stone me because I might be a heretic or an agnostic to your faith? Maybe you should just crucify me, splay me, tie my limbs, and nail me with old rusted spikes upon an intersection of fact and fantasy. Will you do this for my redemption? I'm not worthy. Hang me upside down. Let the blood rush to my head. Then you can cut me down, chop me up piecemeal, feast on my body, drink my blood. Take what is left of my remains, burn them in a sacrificial flame, scatter the ashes in the wind, or place them in your chalice. Keep them in your private catacombs. And then you can try to resurrect me, drown me in your holy water, a baptism to make me a martyr for your salvation. My final piece, Poetry Slam. Within the ivy-covered halls of academia, Gothic bards go on the warpath, dressed in full metal jackets and spiked heels. Cry havoc and let loose the dogs of idyllic prose and poetry. Create images engraved on the listener's brain, a barrage of words filled with sound and sense, signifying scholarly eminence. Inspired by these silicone seahorses' linguistic use of smoke and mirrors to produce magical metaphoric syllogisms of optic ash, rough-hewn village idiots and their dead-set brethren munch on tortillas and truffles at the local cafe, where they emote unnatural homophones and other obstinate faulty sounds that echo from man-made gramophones of animal pelts stretched across ancient tree trunks. Dig into the psyche to mine the weed-filled pavement cracks of city streets for gems of line and verse hidden beneath tufts of grass to spew oral rough-cut diamonds. Thank you.